Hey, how's everybody doing? It's Sunday, February 20th, 2022, and it occurs to me that I haven't made a video in a while. Um, and the reason I'm making this one is because I think sometimes it's easier to hear a message rather than to read it, because some people are lazy and don't read, me being one of them. I don't read for pleasure. Gina does. Yeah, because that's her thing. So me, I'm more of a visual learner, like pictures and things like that. But I just don't like reading. But anyway, now that I've gone off on a tangent, I have a couple friends I've been talking to lately who have been having some issues, relationship issues. A couple have even split from their significant other. Um, Another one's had some issues with their job and has been applying for other jobs and getting rejections left and right, which that I don't understand, because supposedly if you read the news or listen to the news, employers say they are hurting, but then you have someone who's qualified and in some cases even overqualified, and they're getting rejection letters. So that one I don't understand either. Anyway, the point of this is to say I have 9 words of encouragement, and I've been sitting out back. It's nice here in Canton, Georgia, by the way. It's 55 degrees. There's no wind, so I decided to sit on the back deck for a little bit, look out into the woods behind my house, the woods that are between me and the next set of neighbors, anyway. Um, and I came up with 9 little words that I hope will help someone. It's train to win, prepare to lose, and master your recovery. So train to win, prepare to lose, master your recovery. And I can expand on each one of those. Number one, I don't think anybody trains to lose. Nobody wants to lose. Well, except for maybe this coworker I have who just loves it when things fall apart at work. I don't understand that one. He just seems so excited when things just screw up. So, and for those of you who work with me, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Um, but none of us sets out in their daily lives to lose. People who compete, me for example, I used to competitively shoot, and I never trained to lose. I never trained to be second place. I always trained to beat the next guy. That didn't always happen. So after I didn't win, I had already prepared myself to lose, which is fine, getting second or third or not even placing at all, because there's always somebody better than you. So I prepared for that loss. I didn't beat myself up about it. But then it was time to master my recovery. And how did I do that? Well, I went and trained harder. Shot more, shot more ammo, shot smaller targets, worked on my trigger control, my breathing, my sight picture, my sight alignment. I got back to the basics. So that's just my experience, one example of what I do with, with that particular thing. It's not always about winning. And in my opinion, it's not about winning at all. What are you going to do when you lose? How do you accept that? How do you prepare not to lose again? What are you doing about it? Same with relationships. Nobody goes into a relationship thinking, yep, 2 weeks from now, we're going to break up. Woohoo! No, that's not how that goes. I mean, it's, you get into a relationship after you've gotten past the initial dating and, the niceties, and you get to know each other, and you get to know, well, hopefully you get to know each other better. I mean, with me, I've lost a lot in relationships. A lot. I didn't start winning till I was like 34. And first prize was Gina. So I still hold the title. We've had our ups and downs in our relationship. The main thing with us is that we know how to communicate with each other. We know how to talk to each other without being disrespectful. I think that's important. We have the ability to see each other's points of view. We don't always like, excuse me, we don't always like, excuse me, good Lord. We don't always like to be criticized. We don't want to hear about what we did wrong, okay? We just don't. Nobody does. But if you listen and you think about what you did, at least in the other person's eyes, well, wait a minute. I can see maybe how that person thinks what I did was wrong. All right. So let me master my recovery at that. Let me now go back to training to win. So to me, it's kind of a cycle. I guess we can expand on that. We can say train to win, prepare to lose, master your recovery, and repeat. It may sound corny, and that's fine. I don't know. I just felt compelled to make this video and just put this out there. So I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you're training to win for this upcoming week. And I don't know. I guess my one takeaway from this whole thing, because I'm a little I guess I'm a little upset because there's this one couple whose relationship and now their lack of a relationship because they split up, it just really, man, it really hit me. And I'm like, and I care about both of these people. And I'm not pointing fingers at either one. I mean, we all do bad, we all do good. I mean, none of us are blameless when it comes to a relationship. I truly believe that. I truly believe that there's always a way to improve your relationship. And Gina and I, again, I know I keep going back to Gina and our relationship, but seriously, there is always room for improvement. Our relationship isn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's perfect for us. And I think if you find that's just winning, I guess. Again, I'm sounding corny, but whatever. So cherish the other person you're with, And if it doesn't work out, you know what? It's not the end of the world. I've discussed that with Gina. We've both been married before. And we've both said that, if it happens where we have to split up, it's not going to be this long drawn out thing. It's not going to be ugly. It's going to be, you know what? It is what it is. Let's just try to make the transition and do what we've got to do and move on. We've already decided it's not going to be ugly if we do in fact split up. Now, we don't plan to lose, right? We're training to win every day. I have, and she has, in this case. We've planned on losing because it could happen. Again, don't want it to happen, don't expect it to happen, but there's always that possibility. So then how would we deal with it if it did happen? That part I haven't figured out yet. So, anyway, I hope you guys had a good weekend, and I hope you have a good rest of your week. And if you feel like reaching out, if you're having issues and you want to talk to somebody, send me a message. I mean, I'm not a counselor, but we had some dear friends up in Virginia who were having some issues, and I was able to see both points of view without pointing fingers and assigning blame, because a third party doesn't need to assign blame. I mean, blame is assigned enough between the two people who are having issues. But seriously, if you're having issues, I mean, even if you're single and you're having issues, you need to just talk. Send me a message, and I'll give you my phone number if you don't already have it, and we'll talk. We'll set a time up to talk, and hopefully we can feel better about things. So, guys, have a great week, and take care of each other, and most importantly, take care of yourselves. We'll see you.